guys, welcome back. This is DOE and you're watching the continuation of Let's Play Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Alright, we are down to our second to the last one area in Westminster. So before we continue on, let's change our weapon to Gold Blessing Kukri. It is said that there is a blessing upon those who hold this kukri. I don't believe that extends to those who take it in the throat. In the throat, that's what... Okay. And let's change our belts to this one, Master Assassin Belt. Display your rank with pride. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Alright, here we go. And how about if we change our outfit? Could we? Could we? Kukri damage. We had this one. Now let's go with again this one. Alright, bearing the assassin symbol on its striking red lapel, this outfit testaments to the skill and strength of its wearer. I believe I read that already, but yeah, whatever. Ooh, another letter. So let's go ahead and get that one and read it. Ooh, whoa, Royal Correspondence, 3 out of 10. I don't know what the others are. Let's go to database. Encyclopedia, collectibles, royal correspondence, December 16, 1867. The Queen has received Lord Stanley's letter of the 12th. She cannot doubt that is Lord Stanley's wish to observe the constitutional practice of taking the Queen's pleasure before he forwards dispatches of any importance to their destination, but she cannot approve the irregular habit which has crept in of sending off dispatches without her sanction have been previously obtained, trusting to the power of cancelling them by telegraph, if disapproved. She would therefore certainly wish that the old custom of obtaining her approval before they are sent should be resumed. The Queen is not aware that she has ever failed in at once returning any box marked immediate, and when she is at Windsor, not even a single post need to be lost by reference to her. She must also remark with respect to the dispatch in question that though the dated the 9th, it was only sent from the Foreign Office on the evening of the 10th and reached her on the 11th. The Queen would further observe that Lord Stanley's remark that there is a wide difference between the expression of a personal opinion in conversation and the formal giving of advice by the government, etc., does not hold good, as the moments such as conversations are recorded in official dispatches supposed to have received the sanction of the sovereign. They entirely lose their character as private and personal communications. Okay. Cool story, bro. Alright. What's next here? We have yet to find other letters. Oh, there's another letter over there. Let's go get this chest first, then go get the letter. Which is less than 70 meters away. That's a very short run over there. This park is very lovely. I like this park. I don't think I've seen a park like this in the United States. Alright, then let's head over to the road. We should be able to see the letter. Yes. The letter should be somewhere here. I can't see it, so I'm gonna mark it right here. There we go. Ta-da. Ooh, there we go. Alright, I wonder how I saw that one. It's over a wall. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Read. Memory item acquired. Royal. Collectibles. Royal Correspondence. December 19th, 1867. General Grey presents his humble and most devoted duty to your majesty. He has shrunk from with a reluctance beyond words to express from saying anything to alarm your majesty, and if he spoke on the subject yesterday, it was only in obedience to Mr. Hardy's opinion that he ought to do so. But in what he said yesterday, he said perhaps less than he ought to have done, for he feels that with a view to your majesty's safety, it is absolutely necessary that your majesty should be under no delusion as to the designs which are harbored against your majesty, or as to the peculiar facility which Osborne affords, in spite of the utmost watchfulness for carrying them into execution. Crimes such as those contemplated cannot easily be perpetrated in crowded thoroughfares or where there is a large population, and the most unsafe place for your majesty at this moment are those where the population is most thin and scattered. General Grey says this with much pain and reluctance, for he knows how it will jar against your majesty's feelings and tend to disturb your majesty's comfort, but he would be utterly unworthy of the confidence your majesty has reposed in him if he hesitated now, even at the risk of incurring your majesty's displeasure, in saying what he believes the case for your majesty's precious safety requires. He shrunk yesterday from telling your majesty the full extent of the information received with respect to the designs against your majesty. He now sends for your majesty's perusal the note he received from Mr. Hardy after he had seen him on Tuesday, and in answer to one that General Grey wrote to ask if he thought it necessary that your majesty should be informed of the designs against your majesty's person. He also sends the letter he has this morning received from Mr. Hardy, as well as from the Duke of Buckingham, corroborating the information received at the Home Office. Also one from the Duke of Cambridge, enclosing an anonymous letter, evidently wrote in a good spirit, warning him of the designs against your majesty, which, it is added, they are only waiting for rendering the services of the military in and about London more immediately available in the event of incendiary fires, which appears the form of outbreak most to be apprehended. Lord Derby had ridden thus far, and was about to bring under your majesty's notice the painful and alarming reports which have been received of designs against your majesty's person, when he received a letter from General Grey informing him that he had felt it to be his duty not to shrink from laying before your majesty the intelligence itself, which, received in the first instance by telegram from Lord Monk, has since been confirmed in several respects from various quarters. As your majesty will see the Duke of Buckingham tomorrow, Lord Derby abstains from detailing the measures which your majesty's servants have taken for guarding against the particular danger thus indicated, in which moreover his grace has taken a prominent part. It is indescribably painful to him to acknowledge even to himself that so fearful a crime should be contemplated, but disposed as he is to disregard mere rumors of such threatened atrocity against your majesty or your majesty's servants, of which there have been abundance, he cannot shut his eyes to the conviction that such schemes are in serious contemplation, and that the determination of a few resolute and desperate men to effect them, at the hazard of their own lives, requires the utmost vigilance to defeat them, and even that may prove insufficient. Lord Derby would hardly venture to write thus openly if he were not aware that your majesty is inaccessible, perhaps even, if he may be permitted to say so, too much so, to personal apprehension. But he trusts that he may be allowed most respectfully, but most earnestly, to represent that it is a duty which your majesty owes to many millions of loyal subjects, not to expose to unnecessary risk a life so incalculably valuable to the country. And he cannot concur in the opinion which he knows has been submitted to your majesty by General Grey, that few places could afford such facilities as Osborne. To such a design as is, he fears with too much truth entertained. Of course, as long as it is your majesty's pleasure to remain there, every precaution that can be taken will be taken, both by land and sea, to provide for your majesty's safety. But Lord Derby cannot withhold the expression of his own strong opinion that the primary object could be far better secured even in London, but still more at Windsor, and he would feel himself not only deeply responsible to public opinion, but personally criminal in his own conscience, if he shrank from submitting this view to your majesty. Unpleasing as he knows it must be, in any case, Lord Derby would urge upon your majesty with all possible earnestness, at least so far to cooperate with those whose duty and affection alike prompt to watch over majesty's safety, as to limit your hours of driving out as far as possible to daylight, and to be accompanied by sufficient attendance to provide against a coup de main. The house at Osborne may, be extreme care, be protected, but your majesty's unattended late drives afford an opportunity for desperate adventurers against which no vigilance can effectually provide. Wow, that was a long as read, but very entertaining. I like the wordings that they put in the letter. A very old like feel. Alright. Oh wait, is this? No, that's not a different. Yep, nope. Alright, let's go get this pressed flower. I believe it's, well, it's not, pretty sure it's not the last one. We can only run towards it because it is in the park, so you can't have carriages in the park. Alright. Lots of letters to the Majesty concerning her safety. Very loyal subjects, 5 out of 6. We need one more. Come on, let's get over this hump right there. Hump day. Oh. You know what? Let's go with this one right here. Let's circle around the building. Alright, let's go get a carriage to quickly get there. On the side right here. Get over there. Alright, here we go. Bam. Look at that. Bam. And here we go. This is our stop right here. Alright. Destroyed a lot of the destructibles. It's one of the perks, but it does not count it. I don't know why. Oh, snap. Hello. We are in a restricted area, so let's not get caught. Alright. Boom. Alright. Next one is over here. Man, holy crap. So far away. Alright, let's head over there. 250 meters approximately. Alright. Stay away from the public eye of the guards. Or the eye of the guards. Ooh, a letter. Another letter. Who would have thunk? Oh, 5 out of 12. Oh, there are 12? Holy crap, that's a lot. Collectibles. Alright. Yellow Daylily for pressed flowers. And January 22, 1866, the Queen can assure Lord Russell that he need be under no apprehension of her not arriving in time for the opening of Parliament. If she has the whole Monday open, she can go when she likes. Ho ho ho! And with Alberta, she has no longer cause to fear a bad passage. To enable the Queen to go through what she can only compare to an execution, it is of importance to keep the thought of it as much from her mind as possible, and therefore the going to Windsor to wait 2 whole days for this dreadful ordeal would do her positive harm. The Queen has never till now mentioned this painful subject to Lord Russell, but she wishes once for all to just express her own feelings. She must, however, premise her observations by saying that she entirely absolves Lord Russell and his colleagues from any attempt ever to press upon her what is so very painful an effort. The Queen must say that she does feel very bitterly the want of feeling of those who ask the Queen to go to open Parliament, that the public should wish to see her fully understands, and has no wish to prevent. Quite the contrary, but why this wish should be of so unreasonable and unfeeling a nature as to long to witness the spectacle of a poor broken-hearted widow, nervous and shrinking, dragged in deep mourning, alone in state, as a show where she used to go supported by her husband, to be gazed at without delicacy of feeling, is a thing she cannot understand, and she never could wish her bitter rest foe to be exposed to. She will do it this time, as she promised it, but she owns she resents the unfeelingness of those who have clamored for it, of the suffering which it will cause her. Nervous as she now is, she can give no idea, but she owns she hardly knows how she will go through it. Were the Queen a woman possessed of strong nerves, she would not mind going through this painful exhibition. But her nerves, from the amount of anxiety and constant and unceasing work which is quite overwhelming her, as well as from her deep sorrow, are terribly and increasingly shaken, as she will suffer much more some time after, from the shock to her nervous system which this ordeal will occasion. It is hard when she works and slaves away all day until late at night, not to be spared at least such trials. Alright, we're getting these letters right and left. Oh. More letters, perhaps. Why is the letters scattered all over Westminster? That I do not know. Does not make sense. Come on, buddy. Whoa. Man, circling around the guards is oh, another letter. Holy crap. Here? Very weird. Why is it here? 6 out of 12. Wow. A lot of reading here. Alright. Royal Correspondence, June 13, 1867. Oh, my dear Bertie, I fear I cannot admire the names you propose to give the baby. I had hoped for some fine old name. Frederick is, however, the best of two, and I hope you will call him so. George only came over with the Hanoverian family. However, if the dear child grows up good and wise, I shall not mind what his name is. Of course, you will add Albert at the end, like your brothers, as you know we settled long ago that all dearest papa's male English descendants should bear that name, to mark our line, just as I wish all the girls to have Victoria at the end of theirs. I lay greatest stress on this, and it is done in a great many families. I don't know, my name is pretty long. I am the fourth, and I don't think I will continue that line at all. I feel the need to stop it. Whoa. Hello there. Bam. Where is this? Oh, there we go. Ta-da! Alright. Ooh, chest right here. Let's get over this building right here. I'm pretty sure it is over this. Over the other side. Oh, whoa. Oh, not, I don't feel like, whoa. Oh, shit. Are you kidding me? Can't do anything. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. I'm off it. Oh. Oh, whoa. I'm stuck. Use medicine. Shit. There we go. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Holy crap. I was stuck there for a second. There we go. Man. That was stressful. Holy crap. Boom. Alright, let's there we go, leap of faith. Let's call this bugger right here. Oh, he did not hear that apparently. Let's go. Bam, assassinate. Is that cover assassinate? That's not cover assassinate, is it? Hello. Ooh, another letter. Wow, letters everywhere. Alright, let's go get these two shits right here. Why is there a blighter here? Alright, here we go. Ta-da! Alright, let's go get the letter. Man, that letter. Letters seen everywhere. Oh, whoa. Come on now. Calm down. Ooh, let's test out this weapon right here. Ooh, a blighter help. Oh, a rook. Help me. Good. That's pretty good. I like that. Hello. Are you guarding this letter? I don't think so. Man, this is a video reading. May 21st, 1865. From Mrs. Lincoln. Madam, I have received the letter which your majesty had the kindness to write, and I'm deeply grateful for its expressions of tender sympathy, coming, as they do, from a heart which, from its own sorrow, can appreciate the intense grief I now endure. Accept, Madam, the assurance of my heartfelt thanks, and believe me in the deepest sorrow, your majesty's sincere and grateful friend, Mary Lincoln. Is that Lincoln's? wife? Is that the day Lincoln got assassinated? I do not know. I'm not well versed in American history. Not much. Alright, there we go. Ooh, come on now. There we go. Why is there a screw that, I'm running away. So some drift over there, drift over here, drift right there. Come on now. There you go. Let's get down right here. Had to do some couple drifts right there because I wanted to. Alright, let's quickly break in here. Up, and right here. Alright. So, how do we get there? It is inside the building. It is indeed inside a building. Inside the building. Guarded building. Well guarded building. Damn. No mercy. Alright, is there an entrance? I wish to know if there's an entrance. Ooh, there is an entrance right there. And I shall use that window as an opportunity to enter this building. Fuck. There we go. Very nice. Now let's kill this guy. There we go. Ooh, alright, we're gonna get a lot. These are the final schematics, should be. Yeah? Ooh, Eagle's Slender Belt indeed is one of the final schematics. Alright. Where art thou? Oh, right there. Let us. Ooh, a letter. Indeed, it is a letter. More letters for us to read. Alright, let's get this unlocked. What is this schematic right here? Ooh, Lignum Vitae. It is a what is this? Looks like a letter, but it's not. Another door to unlock for us. And right on the other side are letters. Oh, you're a sniper, eh? Hello. Are there more stuff right here? Hello. Boom. Ta-da! Let's go get this lock chest first. And complete our schematics. Look at that. Lock chest. Ulft blade. I don't know what that is. But sure. Let's go get this. Oh. Item acquired. Not inventory. Database. Encyclopedia. Collectibles. Royal Correspondence. April 20. We're going back dates now. April 29, 1865. Dear Madam. Oh, to Mrs. Lincoln. Though a stranger to you, I cannot remain silent when so terrible a calamity has fallen upon you and your country, and must express personally my deep and heartfelt sympathy with you under the shocking circumstances of your present dreadful misfortune. No one can better appreciate than I can, who am myself utterly broken-hearted by the loss of my own beloved husband, who was the light of my life. My stay, my all, what your sufferings must be, and I earnestly pray that you may be supported by him to whom alone the sorely stricken can look for comfort in this hour of heavy affliction. With the renewed expression of true sympathy, I remain, dear Madam, your sincere friend, Victoria R. Interesting. Alright, and we have... Oh, we missed okay, that's fine. Quickly run over there. Jog, I guess. Can't sprint inside a building, obviously. Whoa. Can't sprint inside. Whoa, come on now. Hey, a grand piano. And a hat right here. Ooh, how do you get there? Alright, we're going to get out here. Going back up top. There must be another way. Another way indeed. Alright. And there will be another letter somewhere. I knew it. Man, letters everywhere. Let's go quickly get this. Oh, it's in between two buildings. Whoa, read. 9 out of 12. Wow. We are really getting the letters out there. Alright. Royal Correspondence, February 6, 1866. A fine morning. Terribly nervous and agitated. At 10:30, left Windsor for London with the children, ladies and gentlemen. Great crowds out, and so I had, for the first time since my great misfortune, an escort. Dressed after luncheon, which I could hardly touch. Wore my ordinary evening dress, only trimmed with miniver, and my cap with a long flowing tulle veil, a small diamond and a sapphire coronet rather at the back, and diamonds outlining the front of my cap. Excuse me. It was a fearful moment for me when I entered the carriage alone and the band played. Also when all the crowds cheered, and I had a great difficulty in repressing my tears. But our two dear affectionate girls were true help and support to me, and they so thoroughly realized all I was going through. The crowds were most enthusiastic, and the people seemed to look at me with sympathy. We had both windows open, in spite of a very high wind. When I entered the house, which was very full, I felt as if I should faint. All was silent, and all eyes fixed upon me, and there I sat alone. I was greatly relieved when all was over, and I stepped down from the throne, so thankful that the great ordeal of today was well over, and that I was enabled to get through it. Alright. I swear, every letter here is very well written. Very, very well written. Let's quickly go up there. Oh, right there, right there. And another letter. My God. Would I stop finding them? Not in this video. Alright. Hello. The bastard what? Bastard what? That's right. Be quiet. Mind your tongue, guard. Alright, the 10th letter. Royal Correspondence, October 16, 1866. To the Prince of Wales, dear Bertie, I yesterday evening, after dinner, received your letter of the preceding day on the subject of your visit to St. Petersburg, that you should like to see Russia, and above all, to be present at the marriage of dear Alex's sister, and that Dagmar should wish to see her kind brother-in-law's face as at so trying a time. I think perfectly natural. I own I do not much like the idea. First, I think it is bad time of the year for you to go there. Secondly, that your visit to St. Petersburg, as you will remember, I told you when 2 years ago you wished to go to Dagmar's marriage with the other Caesar, which ought to be for itself alone, and not on such an occasion. And thirdly, I think the government overrate the importance of it in a political point of view. These are my reasons against it, and to that I may add another, which, dear child, you know I have often already alluded to, viz., your remaining so little quiet at home and always running about. The country and all of us would like to see you a little more stationary, and therefore I was in hopes that this autumn and winter this would have been the case. However, if you are still very desirous to go now, I will not object to it. A very, very concerned person. Alright, it is time for us to go bounty hunt Ivan Bunbury. Finally. Alright, conquest activities. Bounty hunt. I believe it's the last one also. Look at that. Chosen from an elite few, Ivan was tasked with establishing a blighter outpost on Buckingham grounds, intending to remain and harass the Queen. Ivan operates under the orders of the Templar gang leader Lilia Graves, who is dead, and has shared his mission with a group of loyal, able-bodied brethren. Wanted for disturbing the peace, trespassing on private property. Yes, because their base is right there. A carriage with no horse. Damn it, I have to run over there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get out of here quick. There we go. Ooh, free run. That's right. Alright, will you find another letter? No, we're not. Alright, let's whip away there. Oh, drift. Look at that. 31 out of 75. Get out the way. Alright. The best way to actually accomplish your drifting perk is in here in Westminster. Very wide roads. Easy to drift. Back and forth, back and forth. There we go. And now we're the bounty hunt. Alright. Bring back target alive. Oh, really? What shall I do? What shall I do? Oh, again. Oh, let's stay hidden right here. Let's go kill that dude. And this dude, nope, too far away. Oh, how about you? You're looking right here. You don't see me at all. Oh, you saw that? Oh, almost. Ooh, almost. Again. Bam. Oh, gotta be careful here now. That's right. Alright, where is the chest? Right here. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Boom! Alright, let's kidnap this fucker right here. Oh, ho ho ho! Hello, buddy.
Quiet.
Yeah, right.
Settle down. If that's your real name.
Can't do this shit right here.
You can't stop me. No one
Is there a exit right
I'm here
here?
to claim this territory for the Bligers under the orders
Holy
of the
crap.
Bligger herself. And so help me, I will finish what I've started.
Oh
To what
snap!
end?
There is no exit right here.
Not that it's any of your business, but if we build a Blighter stronghold, we can take Buckingham for ourselves.
Oh, is there?
Then
Is
the
there?
Bligers
Oh,
will rule all of
oh.
London. Miss Lilla will
Alright,
be
here we
so
go.
proud of what we accomplished
A
today.
lot easier.
Right. Well, good luck with
A
that.
lot easier. Hello, my friend. Let me take that. Come on now. Oh, whoa. Whoa, come over here.
Silence, and I might let you live.
Alright, here we go. Ooh, it is traffic. Good thing for us. Good thing for us. Shove in. There we go.
Get me out of here! Help me! I'm being kidnapped!
Hijack. Fucking driver over here. Whoa. Hell no. Ooh, we can enter right here. Holy crap. No, we can't. Ooh. Take that. Oh, whoa. Boom. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa. You gotta run. You gotta run away from here. Ooh, drift. Alright, let's just accomplish our drifting perk right here. Boom. Look at that. Ooh, drift. Oh, snap. Come on now. That way. There we go. We are definitely on the way here. Trying to find more letters. Oh. This is a great way to utilize your eagle vision while you're in a cart. Carriage. There we go. Drift. And ta-da! Easy
That was
peasy.
a close one.
Look at that.
You've done well. Thank you.
Ooh, level 5. Self-loading pistol model 1868. Look at that. Ooh, alright. That was, wow. A lot of letters. That was the most time consuming one for this video. That was it. That's why it was so long. Alright, alright. I'm hoping there are letters over there. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions or tips about the game, leave a comment. If there's anything specific you guys want me to do in the game, leave a comment. I'll read it. I'll try to do it. Thanks for watching this DOE, and I am out. Ba-dum-bum.